Hello and welcome to my craft room. My name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. Welcome to my 12 days of Christmas fun. Today is the start of my 12 days of Christmas projects that I'm going to be doing. So every day from today right through for 12 days I'll make a different project. So it could be some cards, a 3D item, so a couple of little gift ideas. So I've got a lot that I want to share with you over the days. So but the first project today I'll be doing will be a card, and then it'll get, like, as I go along, it'll be a different project. So but before I get started, everybody that comments or shares, like if you comment below, every comment will go into a drawer, and at the end of my 12 days of Christmas fun, I will be choosing a winner. Like, I'll pick a winner out of a hat, so I'll write every name down, whether you watch it on YouTube or whether you watch my live. Every day I'll write everybody's name. Like, every comment that I get will go into a drawer, and at the end of the 12 days I will choose a winner, like from a hat, and you'll get 12 projects of what I've made over the 12 days. So you'll get a kit with all the projects to create all these projects that I'm going to be doing. So if you would like to win that, just pop your leave a comment, even share it with your friends. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for my thank you for you for joining me. So I'm going to see if I can find myself on my computer. And okay, what have I done there? Okay, it says that I'm live, so I'm just going to pop on and see if I can find anybody. If I can't comment, because last time I didn't have, I couldn't comment, but if I can't comment today, oh, it's going to let me today. Woohoo! So I was going to say, if I can't comment, I will get back to you later and answer all your questions. So hi Christy, thanks for joining. Hi Kathy, thanks for joining. So yeah, so it's going to be a bit of fun. I'm just going to be, I've got a box full of like craft idea boxes that I've done, and little Christmas ideas and that I've done over the years, and I thought, well, what a good way to share all my creations. So I'll put that aside, and the little card that we're going to make today is this little fun, it's just a little Christmas card. This is one of my, I like this, the poinsettia petals, like designer series paper and all that. So we're going to do this little card, and we'll get started, because I don't want to have you here all day. So I'm going to use the poinsettia petals, and I've also already pre-cut some things. So hi Francis, how are you? Thanks for joining. Thanks Anne, thanks for joining. So everything seems to be going smoothly today. So I've got all my pieces, some of my pieces pre-cut already. So I'll pop my card up there so I can I'm going to leave my my hardest one till the very end. Well, I think it's easy, but some people might find it a bit challenging. So I'm going to leave my hardest project for the end. So I've used the poinsettia. I'm going to have all the links below, video of everything that I use. So you'll be able to check that out afterwards. So I've got my normal 8 by 5.5 and scored at 4, and that's my card. I've got a piece of cherry cobbler, so that's my next layer there. I've got 2 pieces of the designer series paper. You could use, because I want to use the 3D the wood grain piece, and I was going to change it up, but I thought, well, I'll do it again the same, and that's going to go there, and then I'm going to add my ribbon and all that. But I'll pop that aside. I'm going to do all my stamping first. So I nearly had an accident with my my Winker Stella. I seem to, when I squeeze it too much comes out. Hi Julianne, thanks for joining. So I'm going to do all my stamping first. So I need my card. I'm going to change the stamping on the inside because I don't know whether I'm going to change my sentiment. It's going to be real red this time, and I'm going to change my poinsettia, and I'm going to do that in soft suede. So I'm just going to change it up and see what it looks like, but I don't know. What do you think? Do you like the real red poinsettia in the so I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to do completely different this time. So I've got my card open, and probably don't need that at this stage, so I'm just going to pop my card there, and I've got my sentiment. So I'm going to do Merry Christmas on my sentiment here, my scrap piece there. So I'm going to do that in soft suede. So I'm just going to ink up my my stamp with soft suede. So I've been so excited wanting to share all my projects with you. So some I really love doing. So okay, so I'm going to try to line that up, and hopefully I've lined it up, and that's pretty good to me. So I could have went up a little bit more, but I'm happy with that. So I'm going to pop that aside. So okay, maybe stamp off once in the red. I did that. I stamped, or that was stamped on and then stamped again. So I'll try it on another piece of cardstock in a minute, paper in a minute, and we'll try it. So but I just wanted to see what the inside, so I thought, well, I'd change it a bit different. So can't have two cards the same, so I'm just going to try this one, but I'm going to stamp this one off, and then I'm just going to stamp over top to see how I like that, and I'm going to try that again. So I'm going to stamp that one off, I'm going to stamp on, and I'm just going to stamp over, and I think I quite like it that way. So I'm going to try that one. So I'm just going to stamp off first, and then I'm going to stamp on, and then I'm going to overlap it, and I'm going to stamp that on, and I quite think that is pretty. So what I will do now is, with my little red holly leaves, I'm going to get rid of that one, and I'm going to bring in the real red, and I'm just going to pop some little holly leaves. Actually, let's see how dark they are. Do I want them full strength? So I'm going to go full strength, and I'm just going to see. So I'm just going to pop, and I think I quite like that. So that's quite pretty. So with the real red, I'm going to do the warmest of wishes, warm wishes from our home to yours, and hopefully I get that. So I'm going to use my grid, and I'm just going to see if I can line it up. It's really hard when so hopefully I've got that in the right spot, and there you go. So which one do you prefer? Do you prefer I quite like this one actually, so yeah, leave it in the comments which one you prefer, the soft suede or the real red. So I'll pop that one up there, I don't need that one. So that's all the stamping that I need to do for that one. So I'm going to pop that away. I don't need the real red anymore, so we'll pop him back up in the shelf. So I'm just going to pop that aside just to dry for a little second. And this one here, I'm going to grab the tailored tag punch, and I'm just going to, you could do this with your, if you don't have this, you can do it with your scissors, but I just wanted to tag the end of that, so I'm just using that one. So pop him back up there. So hi Kathy, how are you? Thanks for joining. So hi Pammy, thanks for joining. Anybody else that I'm sort of missing all the comments, and so now I've got that, I'm going to grab my I've got a dauber here, and I'm just going to grab my soft suede again. I just inked it up once, and I'm just going to go around the outsides of that Merry Christmas, and it's still wet, so I've just got to be careful that and I'm just inking up the edges of that. So, and I'll pop that aside, so that's all I need to do there, but I will need this again in a minute, so I'll leave that there. So the next thing we're going to do, I'll just leave that card up there. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to bring it in, and we need to do the cut out a couple of the poinsettias. So I'm going to grab these out, and ooh. Okay, so I can't remember, I think I used the real big one. I'm just going to have a look at my card again, and I used that one, and I used the smaller one down, I think. Just have a double check. It's been a while since I've made this one. Yeah, it was that one. And so I'm gonna and I need the little holly. We'll need 2 of those as well. So I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to sit him on the table, and I've got my my magnetic platform in there, because I need this to get this right when cutting these. So I'm just going to cut, actually I'm going to chop that in half, and let's see if I can get 2. I just need okay, see how I go there. Well, I'm just going to chop that in half. So I've got 2 little pieces of the real red, and I'm just going to layer them on top, and I'm going to pop that on there, and I'm just going to run that one, just going to run that through, and I'm going to run it back because we're going through 2 pieces, and just going to see if that cut right through, and maybe go again because we're cutting through 2 pieces there, and I'm going to go back again just for safe measure, and hopefully they're cut out this time. So if they're, and they have, so we'll leave that aside there. So now we're going to grab this piece here, and I'm going to bring that out a bit. So I'm going to pop my big one in there, and I'm going to pop my little one on the inside, and get it, make sure you get the right one. And I should have had these taped. There you go. So I'm just going to pop that into there, and that's giving it the embossed bit as well. So okay, I'm going to pop that one down first, and I'll try to, normally I'll get that first pop, but there you go, that was second pop there. So I'm just going to pop that through, and I like the magnetic platform because I can get that right into the center, and it doesn't really matter if it's not. So I'm just going to cut these out, and you only have to go through once, but I'm going to go back again because I want it on this side to so I'm going to grab those off, and you can tell I only needed to go I'm going to pop them there so I don't lose those, and pop them off, leave them on my platform so I don't lose them. And I'm going to pop that back over there, out of the way, and here we go. So we got the two poinsettias there, and hopefully these are cut through. So and you just got to be very careful getting these ones out, because they're like really delicate, those little leaves. So, and it's just a bit of have patience with these ones when you're getting them out. So okay, what's going on there? He's a bit stuck on that one, and there you go. So pop those aside. You can do them one at a time, but I just wanted to save like sitting through me cutting. Okay, that one wants to, I just wanted to show you how easy it was to and there you go. So just got that little piece on the inside that wants to stay there, but it doesn't really matter because you're probably not going to see those. So that's all our pieces there, and I'm gonna grab my, I'm just gonna see if I've got enough on there. I'm just grabbing my soft suede again, and I'm just gonna ink up once, and just gonna go around. I just like the to give that a little bit of color around the petals. So you can pull the petals in, and I only just dab it once because I like to have darker some areas and lighter the others. So, and I love making flowers, like different creation of the flowers. So, and that's that one. So, and if you wanted to, you can probably just go in with just a little bit of that, but I didn't have enough on there. But I'll use this one, and then what I don't want to go too dark in there, so you can probably just see the light shade of that color there. So I'm just going to do this little one here, and I like it, like looking at the colors that were in the designer series paper, but I think it just gives it a bit of a pop. So you probably need a little tiny bit more on that one just to give it, but if you look at flowers, they're never even with the color anyway. So, and that's all the inking and everything that I needed to do. So hi Linda, thanks for joining. So I'm going to pop that one back away, we don't need that anymore. So I've done my flowers and I've done my little pieces there. So I'm just going to pop these flowers together, and then how I do that is I just like to give it, like I hold the center and I just give my little leaves a little pinch up just to give it that 3D look. And then I do the same with my little one, and then once I've got them to where I want them, I'll grab my Tombow and I just pop a little bit on the bottom of there, and then I off center these, and then I just hold it in there just to but you can add a bit more color if you want, but I'm happy with that because you're going to add some Winker Stella to that anyway. So I'll leave that there just to dry for a second, and I'm going to use some of the beaded pearls. So I'm going to use one of these for the center, and these are gorgeous. I've got about 4 packs of these, so I won't like lose them in a hurry. I won't ever run out of them in a hurry. So all I'm doing is I'm popping that bead, I call it little beads, pearls, and I'm just going to hold that in the center there. Oh, and you just got to hold that for a little bit. So you can use a glue dot, but I find I like to use the glue to glue these down. And I like to do this first so it gives that time to dry. So while that's drying, I'm going to pop that aside, and then we're going to assemble our card now. So is this your new? No, it's not yet. I haven't. I need to get my hubby to change the mount on my where my mobile's sitting. So I need to get that all sorted so I can hold it, because I just can't. It doesn't want to sit where, and I don't want to drop it. So, but I'm gonna have it. I'm changing the way I'm going to be doing that. I need more room, so to be able to have some lights and stuff. And so I'm actually this week I'm trying to organize that, Julianne. So, but yeah. So, hi Sally, thanks for joining. So, but yeah, it's just a bit of a trial and error. I've had a little play with it, but yeah. So I'm going to grab my card, and so I'm going to grab my card now, and I'm going to grab all my other pieces that I've got over here, and so I'm going to start assembling all these pieces. So what I'm going to do before I pop this one on to there, I want to put these pieces on here first. So I'm just going to attach those with some glue. So, and you can have however which way you want to have it. You can have your wood grain down the bottom if you like, but I quite like it up the top. So all I'm doing is I'm putting it down the bottom here, and I'm just, so I've got an even border all the way around the bottom. This is how I like to do it. So and then you're getting them even up the top. So, and then I just grab my wood grain, and that's a pretty side too. So, but I have just put my glue don't want to, okay, I have to get a new one. I've got a new one on standby. So I'm just going to pop this piece up on here. So, and I'm just going to stick that up there. So, and making sure you line that up with the like down here. And doesn't that look pretty, the wood grain with the designer series paper? I quite like this set. I've actually, like I said, I've ordered like another 2 lots of this, so it's just my favorite stuff. So now I'm going to use some of the sheer red ribbon, and I'm going to grab some tear and tape. I like to pop on the center here, so I'm just going to tear a bit of this off, and it's going to pop a bit there, and I'm going to pop a little piece over this side, because I just want my ribbon to because I don't want to use a whole lot. So I'm going to pop that down there. Actually, I'm just going to stick that up to there. So and I'm working out how much I need, so I'm just going to snip that off to there, and that's all I need of the sheer red ribbon. So what I'm going to do now, oh no, I need this. I'm just going to pop a little tiny bit of this tear tape just down in the center there, because I just want to have this hold it, so and you're not going to see that, so I'm just going to have that, so that's just, that ribbon is just sitting on top of that, the line of the wood grain. So, And I just like to have that, and it's sort of, I know that now if I wrap that around, it's going to be fine. And I did put a bit too much of my tear tape there, but that's okay. It'll give it a bit more extra, just making sure that's fine. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to pop him around like that. And there is my doesn't that look pretty? So I just love this whole set. So hi Lisa, how are you? Thanks for joining. So thanks Mandy for joining. My sister-in-law has just joined to watch, so I hope you enjoy it. So now I'm going to glue this piece to, so I like to use the Tombow, and I do go over, actually I might chop just a little piece of that off, because I feel like I've got, and don't ever like, because these make little, like, you can, the little offcuts, you can tuck them in, and they look like there's a whole big piece of ribbon. So, okay, I'm not going to try to battle with that one. I'm going to stick him up there. I've got a new one, and look out, me with new ones, I'll probably have that much that comes out of it. Oh, no, I'm surprised myself today. So, and then I'm just going to pop that onto the center of this card here, making sure it's going the right way. So, and I think it just, that, like, it just, on the back of the very vanilla, it looks pretty. So, I'm going to, good way of, is turn it over and then give the back a rub, so you're not moving that card. So this is what I like to do. So, and there you go, that is your that piece there all ready to roll. So my next piece to do is, I'm going to leave my sentiment for last, because and I didn't really, I'm just going to see if that I may need to trim a little bit of that off, so I'm going to grab my little trimmer. So oh, okay, just going to have a little look. So, and I'm just going to snip a little bit of that off, because I don't want that too long on my page. So I'm just going to grab, because I didn't let that dry enough, I've got a few little smears on there, but that's okay, I'll keep that one for a sample. So now I am going to pop these around. I'm just going to lay them there to see where I want to have those, and then I'm going to pop my poinsettia on there, and this is going up on a dimensional. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals, and I'm going to pop that up on one of those. So I'm going to use my large ones. So we're in public. Oh, you're talking to Sally. So okay, lovely ideas, Francis. I hope you're enjoying this. So I'm going to leave that there, and I've took the backing off that, and I shouldn't have, but I'm going to work out where I want to have that, and I quite like where they are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab a glue dot, and like each card is different, so take your pick tool, and mine seems to have run away. Okay, so I'll just use my, oh there you are, I've found him. So I'm just going to grab one of these glue dots off here, and I'm just going to pop it down there on that, and I want my leaf to go there, and I want this one to sit there, and then I just grab another glue dot just to make sure that they stay where I want them. So I'm just going to pop that there, and then I'm going to grab my poinsettia and Oh, and and just give it a little maneuver to where you want it, if you want to give it a push up. So, and I should have done that before I stuck that down. And then I'm going to pop my poinsettia onto my card, and once you get it on there, you can give these a push up anyway. And so there is my poinsettia sitting up on my card, and quite pretty. I'm just going to give that a little press down, and then I'm going to grab my sentiment up here, and that's going to go up on some dimensionals as well. So you love it, Renee, thanks for joining. So I just didn't want to do all 3D things. I'd love to, but I thought, well, I'll do a couple of projects with cards. So I'm going to do like a couple of cards, but I've got one project that is a card as well as a gift idea. So I just popped 4 dimensionals on there because I don't want it to sag in the middle. And so I'm just going to line up my grid. And I will say, since I've changed my blade on my trimmer, my paper has been cutting a dream. So I'm keeping my old blade to do my when I do my glimmer paper, so I don't dull. So hopefully that is straight. It's straight there with my, and okay, nope, okay, and I'm just going to pop that up there. No, I should just stayed where it was before. Okay, and happy with that. So it's where that's going to stay. And to finish this off, we're going to use our Winker Stella in a minute. But to finish this off, getting rid of all these little bits and pieces, I'm going to grab some bling. And because we've got the silver happening in the middle there with that pearl, I'm going to grab my my little silver rhinestones, and I'm just going to grab my take your pick tool. So, and I'm going to grab these little ones. You could tell I have not got many of these left, but I've got lots of packets of them. So I'm just going to pop them around randomly. So on the bottom here, I'm just going to pop one there. I'm going to pop another one probably in the center there, and I'm going to pop another little one. Okay, do I want to go down there? No, I'm going to pop 4 on today. I know they say that, but I've got 4 on there because I've got one in the middle. That's 5, so that's an even number, an odd number. So there you go. That is my card there, and I'm just going to finish it off, I'm going to grab the Winker Stella, and I'm just going to go over those leaves, or those petals. So just get that pressed down. Feels like it's moving, but I can go back and pop some more glue dots under there later, and just to hold that down. But and there you go. So that is my little, and I think that if you can just see the Winker Stella in there, it gives it that flower. I didn't want to add any more of the glimmer to, you can pop it, like you pop the glimmer on here if you want to, but so there you go. So that is my first project for my 12 days of Christmas fun. So I hope you enjoyed that one. So, and that's, like I said, that's with using the soft suede stamped off the 2nd and 3rd generation in that one, and with the real red there. So which did you prefer, the real red or the soft suede? So, but there you go. That is my cute Christmas card, and you can make this with any pattern paper, so if you want to make this for a birthday or something, you could use different papers and do the same technique. You could still use wood grain, but you could change up the bottom here. So yeah, it's completely endless of what you can do. So, but I hope you enjoyed that. And like I said earlier, please comment, because every comment that is on here, I'll write your name down and I'll pop it in the drawer. So at the end of the 12 days, like probably the next day after that, I will come back on and I'll randomly pick a name out of the hat for someone to win the 12 projects that I'm going to be sharing over the 12 days. So, but anyway, thanks for joining me. And like I'm going to say, if you watch this back on YouTube, like all the comments on there, I will do the same thing. They'll be added into the drawer as well. So if you liked anything that you've seen today, I'll have all the links below in the show more box of all the products that I've used. So, but anyway, thanks for joining me, and until next time, which is tomorrow at 11 o'clock, I'll be back for project number 2. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.